Was that significant, what they did?
Absolutely. No
Why?
doubt about it, because they represent the strength of the country. These young men are revered in this country. Their skills are fantastic. The articulation was fantastic. They have the money, the resources to help the community. They have the notoriety, they have the power. And if they go into the political arena, they have the power there. The economic arena is so important to the development of our communities. So I'm so happy that these young men stood up.
They referenced you. They referenced Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. A few days ago, Carmelo Anthony put out a post on Instagram showing a picture of you in your youth supporting Muhammad Ali along with Bill Russell and other guys. What actions should they take? They have a lot of economic power. What actions should they take?
Well, you see, you're talking about the they. There is no they as such. There are those individuals that represent the athletic arena. But when you talk about they, I don't know about that because we have been working on projects for many years. So if you ask me about the projects, we got to create jobs. We got to create life management skills. We got to cut down on the violence, particularly in the black communities. But I'll give you a shortcut. Taxation without representation is a historical term. So that means that every citizen should be able to enjoy the greatness of America. And that isn't happening. So when I say taxation without representation, I'm talking about an intelligent approach to change things, not through charity, but through change.
So those four guys last night, if they were sitting here right now, and I'm sure you've talked to LeBron and some of these guys individually, what advice would you give them? How can they help promote that change in a real way?
No, the key is to create a collective for all of us to join forces with our goals very clear. One goal I can give you will be the violence in our neighborhoods. We must address that because culturally, as a people, black people, we can't afford to have our communities be a war zone and our young people dying each and every day.
So much of the conversation right now is centered on police violence.
Yes.
And the police killing black men. Is that a misguided conversation? What's the bigger problem?
It's
police violence or our own violence?
Our own violence is really the bigger problem. Because if you look at the Korean community, they work together. They have great relationships with the police respect them. I think what you have is you have a small percentage of racists, and then you have a percentage of policemen that are looking at us do harm to ourselves, and therefore they might cross the line. I don't know that as a fact, but the police problem is a political problem. It's a government problem. The President of the United States should be dealing with that problem. We can deal with the problem in our own communities, and we can deal with things that are going to be generational an advantage. In other words, education, black fathers taking responsibility for their families. All of these things are very important. And so we must have systems in place. We can't just be on the show talking with you.